Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's not gonna be a fun video. I'm actually gonna sit down and talk to you guys about what is actually going on with little Miss Adelaia. It's been, I want to say, like 2 months since we found out what was going on. It took me a minute to be okay with actually talking about it and not crying. Let's get into the video. Hi mama. So don't forget to like and subscribe down below and be a part of the channel. Okay, so before I actually tell you guys, I was gonna do a sit down and tell you guys about what was going on and do my makeup and do like an eye look, but you know, if I cry, I don't want to mess up my makeup, so I'm just gonna be bare face with my eyelashes. I just put mascara on my eyelashes, you know, waterproof mascara, so just in case I cry. My baby has a heart murmur. I know it's common in babies, but she has it a little bit worse and has some other stuff going on with her heart. So I just want to talk to you guys about what's going on and how I found out. And I actually have some footage of the doctor's appointments, not exactly when her pediatrician told me that she heard something, but right after she told me, I did pull out my phone and I started talking, and I actually broke down because I didn't think I was gonna cry this soon, but I was just saying, you know, like that I found that out, that we have to see a cardiologist, and it sucks that we as parents, we can't have our significant other at, you know, to be there, because you never know what news you're gonna get. And I was freaking out just because, one, I was by myself. Her older brother actually did have a heart murmur as well, but their dad was with me, you know, and I didn't get the news by myself. Yes, I was scared and I cried a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as it was with her, because from the moment that I found out I was pregnant, I've been going to the doctors by myself. Like, I've been finding out a lot of stuff by myself, like how I had that bacteria when I was pregnant, and then now with my baby, you know, going on with this with her heart. So it's hard, you know, going to these doctor's appointments and not having that comfort because of this whole pandemic. And it makes me so upset that they have all these places open and people going out and partying, and you know, like, but yet only one parent is allowed to be in the doctor's office with your baby, or when you're pregnant, nobody can be there, you know. And it's been hard. I've been trying to stay positive, you know. Don't mind her some of her bald spots because she pulls her hair, but it's just hard, and it's not talked about a lot, and it's not fair for moms, you know, or even dads that are single dads and have to take their babies to doctor's appointments, or when the mom can't take them and the dad goes, you know, like, it's just not fair. And it makes me so upset because, like, you don't ever want to hear something's wrong with your baby, or, you know. So anyways, I am going to show you guys that clip right now so you guys can see a raw video of, like, real life, you know. So watch that, and we'll be back and I'll explain to you guys kind of everything that's going on with her. At my baby's 2-month appointment, and I got some scary news. This is something they don't tell you before becoming a mom, how scary things can be. We are getting referred to a cardiologist because her pediatrician found a heart murmur. It sucks can be nothing but just, I don't know. She was checking her heart, you know, with a little thing, and she took longer than they have. And she was like checking her. It's like my heart felt weird. It just sucks not to have Britain in here. And this is what makes me so angry. Okay, so I looked on my phone and it was March 8th when her pediatrician told me that she heard a heart murmur, but that she should be fine, you know, that she's gaining weight, that if something was wrong, she wouldn't be gaining weight like she was. So I went in thinking that she was going to be fine when we went to the cardiologist appointment. Her cardiologist appointment on the 26th of March. So it was pretty quick, or it was pretty fast in the days that we had the appointments. So we go to the doctor's appointment, and I go in thinking, okay, you know, she's gonna be fine. The murmur, which is like a little, it's just like a little, it's, I guess it's a hole that doesn't close when they're born. I was like, it should be closed, you know, like that's what happened with her brother. So they did the EKG, which I'll show you guys right now. They just put a bunch of little things around her heart and different parts to scan her heart and hear the way that her heart is beating.
And he's healthy? He doesn't have anything cardiac related?
No, but he did have the same thing when he was a baby.
Did he come here?
No, we actually took him to the one on 34th.
Okay. And he doesn't have a murmur anymore?
No, he doesn't.
Hi, sweet girl. Okay, let's go ahead and see if she stays still. Let's be chill. Let's be chill. You're doing good. You're doing good. Oh, your eyes are so pretty. Your eyes are so pretty, mamas. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. You're doing really good. 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds.
She's just staring at you.
She's doing good.
Yeah.
She's being calm. All right, sweetie. Good job.
That was it.
That was it.
Good job, Mama.
All right.
Our test just got done. We are gonna meet with the doctor, with the cardiologist. So he's gonna let us know how baby is. Yeah, you excited? Say hi. Look. I'm a little nervous, but I think she'll be okay. I don't know if I'll be able to record, so they took us to a different room, and it was taking a lot longer than I expected, because with Ozias it was quick. They were like, okay, you know, everything seems fine, like it must have closed by the time that it was that we did the EKG. So we're waiting and we're waiting. We were there for like 3 or 4 hours. Brennan had to wait in the car with Ozias for that long. And Brennan was getting impatient. I was getting impatient because it was taking a lot longer, and Ozias said he had to go poop. So it was very hard, just waiting and not knowing. So then the actual cardiologist went in, and he told me to put the baby on the bed, and they were gonna do it's called an echo, so an ultrasound on the heart. and I was like, okay, this is different. I was getting a little worried. He's like, this should be quick, you know, 7 minutes is how long it takes. And I was like, okay, cool, you know. So he starts doing it, and when I asked him if I can record, because obviously her dad is not able to be in there, and I wanted to be able to show him kind of where the hole's at, have him listen to everything. So he let me record. I started recording the screen and a little bit of the baby that you might be able to see. I won't show too much of that, but I'll show a little piece. So he's checking, and instantly I knew that that was the hole in her heart. And I was like, okay, you know, so I waited for him to kind of confirm that, and he's like, okay, you know, she has this one. And he was measuring it, and he was telling me the size that is, when it's small, it's like 100% that it'll close by itself. But when it's bigger, if that number is over what it is, then there's a chance that it probably won't close by itself. And that hole was actually the size bigger for him to be able to tell me that it was going to close 100%. I freaked out a little bit, and she was getting fussy because for some reason it took a little bit longer than 7 minutes. And so I just turned the camera off because I wanted to comfort my baby and try to keep her as still as she could be. So for some reason this question came to my mind, and I wanted to ask him, and I never thought about this like when with her brother, or you know. So I asked, I was like, hey, I was like, can there be more than one hole in her heart? And he says, yeah, there can be. And my heart felt so heavy, and I was like, okay. I was trying to keep it together there at the office with the cardiologist because I was there alone again. He's still looking, not telling me anything. And then that's when he tells me, he's like, okay, you know, she has another hole. He was like, it's a lot smaller. He's like, so I'm pretty sure that one will close 100% by itself. He's like, it's very tiny. That one I'm not worried about. And I was like, okay, you know, like, in my head, and I'm like telling myself like, keep it together, you know. So then after that, he's still looking, you know, he's looking at he like does like the whole chest part. And then that's when he tells me that at least that's what I think that he said. I can't remember. I don't know why. I think I was just in shock that he was telling me all this, but it's the part that pushes the blood out to the body, you know. He's like, those are immature. He's like, they're smaller than what they should be. I was like, okay, you know, like, right now I don't know what we're gonna do about that, because I was kind of in shock, and I had all these questions, but they wouldn't come out, you know, because I was trying so hard to keep myself together until I left that doctor's office. So he's like, okay, you know, we're gonna see you guys in a couple months. Even though like obviously he does babies and stuff, and maybe even older kids, and he seemed like normal, I was freaking out inside, especially because I didn't have her dad there with me to get all this news. Brennan picks us up, you know, and I was going to record. I asked him, I was like, hey, do you want me to record, you know, like me telling you what's going on? And he's like, no, you know, like, let's not record what's going on yet. So I started telling him, and I just started bawling my eyes out, because I don't understand why my baby, like, yes, I know, like, there's nothing physically wrong with her, and she looks fine, and like, besides her heart, like, she's healthy, but like, oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. So the cardiologist was like, hey, you know, does she throw up a lot, you know, like, and I was in my head, well, like, when he asked me that question again, like, I felt like my heart went to my stomach, And I was like, I tried to make an excuse, and I was like, yeah, you know, like, I was like, yeah, I was like, but I think because I overfeed her, you know, like, she doesn't know how, like, when to stop, so she throws up a lot. But he told me that that's actually a sign of, you know, like, maybe something going on. For a whole week straight, she was throwing up a lot. Like, when I say a lot, like, it was coming, while it was coming out of her mouth, it was coming out of her nose, and it was like a water hose. And it was just throw up everywhere, all over me. Like, sometimes it would be all over me, all over her, all over the floor. Like, you just never knew. It was hard to talk about it for a little bit. And when I told my mom, and I told, like, the people around us, like our family and stuff, they say that she's gonna be fine and not to worry. How do I not worry? How do I not stress when something like this is going on with my baby? You know, and I can't do anything to help her. Like, I don't know, you know. So, like, when she eats, sometimes I get scared, you know, or like when she sleeps, like, I'm always checking on her, so I, like, don't sleep. I'm like, I don't understand why this is happening to my baby or to any baby. And it makes me, like, blame myself because I feel like I did something, or I didn't eat well enough, or I could have taken more vitamins or something, you know, for her not to have immature valves that pushes the blood to her body. Like, I just feel like I did something wrong being pregnant. And even though everybody says it's not your fault, like, you could have never known, it's hard not to feel that, you know, or not to think that, or to wonder, because, like, no mother or no parent wants something to be wrong with their baby. You know, they want them to be healthy. It's hard, and I just want her to be okay. If it doesn't close on its own when we go back in July, they are going to keep monitoring it for the next 2 to 3 years to see if it's going to close or not. If it doesn't close, then she will need surgery. Moms out there, dads, you know, if you guys are single parents, but parents in general, you guys are not alone, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta be patient. I should hope everything goes well, you know. We are monitoring her. We bought a little monitor thing to put on her chest to count her, like, heartbeats per minute. So we do put that on her every night or every time she naps, and she is on her back by herself, because it is connected to your phone, so it would alert if they are not having any breathing for 15 seconds or whatever the case can be, or if they roll on their belly, it'll alert. Literally, it's the best thing that we have invested in since finding out about her heart, and I would buy it over and over again if I had to. Enough with the sad stuff and what's going on in my life. But in the next video, I will be telling you guys what I am doing with my breastfeeding journey and what's been going on with all that. I'm super excited to sit down and talk about it because I've been wanting to do it for a minute, but you know, life happens, and being a mom of 2 babies is not easy, especially when one's a toddler and one's a newborn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, subscribe down below, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.